Hello lads, welcome back to the channel. My name's Lad for Set Play Gaming. This is the FIFA 23 Road to Glory career mode with Stevenage FC and Aidy Boothroyd. Now this is episode 24. If you've missed any of the other episodes, as always there'll be a link in the description. You can go down there, watch any episodes you want. It helps my channel out tremendously. And come back and watch this one. Alternatively, just go visit the playlist after this episode's finished. Now stay tuned, we have an Academy update coming up in this episode. You guys have been asking for it for like 3 weeks, so I thought I'd do one. And we just got one game today, so we're going to play Stockport at the end of December, and then will come the Academy update. Let's see how we get on with today's game. Alright guys, so we've got Stockport County in the only game this episode, and considering the last game that we played against these guys ended 3-3, we're going to have to make sure that we're defensively better and hopefully maintain our scoring record. One guy that could help us, Elliot List, is in good form going into this game with 3 goals from 3, and will get us underway here at Broadhall Way in our home strip. Stockport County in the white and blue, ever so faded blue with the black shorts. James Wilding down this right hand side, he's got space. Oh, and he leaves Collar on the floor. That's a fantastic drop of the shoulder. Inside to Norris, inside to Gilby. And a great early chance here. Oh, and it's blocked. Clark with the effort. Gilby with a free kick. He's going to try and bend this one into the top corner. Oh! Should have been across a little bit more central, so that it could have started out central and bent into that post. Ended up being too wide in the end. Ricky J. Jones takes off. Flight, we've got to make sure that we tackle this guy and stop him from getting shots just like that. A low shot pushed away by Chapman. Jones might not be a scoring threat if we can stop him, and Gilby caught in possession there. Collar into Jones. Jones with the shot. Charged down by Piergiani. Crosdale into Sarcevic, but it's actually another block, this time by Jones himself. And Collar, low shot, well held by Chapman. And survived that onset attack. And now a chance to break of our own. Gilby and List pulls out wide to the left. He's going to cut inside and pulls it back to Gilby. Oh, good play. Into Reeves, into Norris. Oh, and a good save from Yaros in goal. 5 minutes to go till half time. Pressure here from Stevenage as they go back to Yaros. Oh, it's a poor kick. And Norris with a dink. Oh!
Well, it's a decent effort, but I don't think it was ever going to trouble the goalkeeper.
On his unfavoured left foot, he tried to dink that into the far corner. And at half-time, we find ourselves locked at 0-0. Good in the defensive aspect because we've managed to keep them down. Madden into Jones on the turn. Crosdale, great chance into Madden. Oh, and pushed away from Chapman. That's a great chance for Paddy Madden. Jones, he's been the danger man for Stockport. We've managed to keep a lid on him. Back heels it to Sarcevic. Goes inside. Madden on the turn. Oh, and it was a dipping shot. Chapman shouting and screaming at his defence. They're going to make a substitution with 20 minutes to go. Callum Camp's coming on. We might just have to end up settling for a draw, you know, but oh, that's a great interception, and Piergiani comes away with the ball and drops the shoulder, plays in Taylor, and now Norris, a great chance here. Luke Norris into the box. Can he pick out a man? In comes Taylor on the turn. Oh, and they've managed to rob the ball off him. 10 minutes left. Gilby He's almost out of juice. Taylor. James Wilding. Oh, and he breezes by Rodell, who's absolutely flummoxed there. Oh, and he's put it in. Luke Norris. Surely with the winner with 9 minutes left. Rodell, who's pretty much on his last legs, just couldn't keep up or couldn't even react. He actually backs away from him. And James Wilding with a low cross. I thought it was a heavy touch, but it actually anticipated brilliantly and lured out Yaros, and Norris on his left foot just cushions that past Yaros into the open goal. 9 minutes left. 11 goals in 23 matches for Luke Norris. And that is full time. It's a 1-0 win. A much deserved 1-0 win as Aidy Boothroyd. Big celebrations. Job well done. You guys can let me know in the comments what you think of the result as we finish the December period. And we're going to take a look now at the league table. What it looks like before we head into the new year. So the League 2 standings here just before we go into January. It's a good time to have a look and see how we're doing after 25 games played. 15 wins, 7 draws, 3 losses for Stevenage and only 16 conceded, so we're doing well defensively with that back line holding up pretty well. Crewe Alexandra are second with 13 wins and 2 losses. They're on 49 points, so we have a 3-point cushion. Tranmere Rovers are in third. They've got 15 wins as well. They're one of the few teams to actually beat us this year. Their goal difference is only 9. They're on the same points as Crewe. Wimbledon, Stockport, Doncaster and Carlisle are making up those playoff places at the minute. I can imagine that might change before the end of this season. And then just scrolling down into mid-table, we can see Salford City are all the way down there in 12th. I expect a little bit better from them, and certainly better from Northampton as well. They've actually lost 10 games this season from 25, which is pretty poor really considering. A couple of other teams in there in the mid-table spots. Mansfield pushing a little bit higher up there than expected. They're probably a couple of places off the playoffs there, as we just tab down to the next part of the league table. You see Colchester in 16th and Gillingham 15th, Sutton United in 17th, Barrow 18th, Grimsby 19th, they're on a minus 13, Harrogate Town with only 6 wins from 25, there in 20th, and then we have bottom of the table, the bottom section of the table, Rochdale in 21st, Leyton Orient in 22nd, Hartlepool in 23rd, and Swindon with just 4 wins all season are rock bottom. They've conceded 38 goals from 25 games. Poor season from them. Let me know in the comments what you think of the season so far, how it's going, and where you think we'll predict where we'll finish. And get on to the academy report. Alright guys, so here's the Youth Academy update. As promised, I'm going to start with Dennis Bird. He is 16 years of age, from Canada, 6'4". He's gone up by 1 from 57 to 58. Now last time we didn't show you the technical attributes for him, so I do apologise for that. I'm going to show you them now. As you can see, his positioning is behind, so we're trying to sort of use sweeper keeper to bump up his positioning. Now obviously that means that his weak foot's going to be 5-star, but we have to kind of ignore that. Moving on, Damian Brown is 15, there's a higher potential, but his positioning is even worse. He's from Ireland, he's gone up by 1 from 54 to 55, and he's 6'3". He already has a high weak foot, so we're just training him on sweeper keeper as well, just for the sake of trying to get 2 decent goalkeepers. Peruvian left back Ricardo Ceballos, his potential is about where it needs to be to play at this level, but at 17 he's only 44 rated. we need some considerable update between now and the end of the season for him to be even considered for our team. Moving on to the next guy is Kirk Armstrong. The Scottish centre-back is 15. He's gone up by 3 from 50 to 53. Really high potential. This guy could be a Premier League defender if trained correctly, and he does well. As you can see, immense physical stats, but needs work on both mental and technical updates. But plenty of time left for him to grow, and we're expecting good things. Now, Gordon Murdoch is one of those right wing backs who's left-footed. So what I'm obviously hoping with this guy is that we can train him defensively and then switch him to left wing back. He has gone up by 1 from 53 to 54. And we'll just have a look there. As you can see, his physical stats are all in yellow. So it's mostly a mental and technical development for this guy. And like I said, the plan is to switch him to left wing back. Now, Teddy Brooks is a central defensive mid, but he's got no defensive stats at all. I'm just going to train him as a playmaker and see how we get on with him. He's 16 years old, from England. He came through on the NE search. Looks like he is going to be mostly technically gifted, because even though he's 5'11", strength's not too bad actually, but he does need some work on his mental improvement as well. Alan Morris is from Wales. He's 15. He's being traded centre-back at the minute because he's 6'2", and obviously his physical stats aren't where they should be. He's gone up by 1 from 45 to 46. He's supposed to be able to play anywhere in central mid, central attacking mid and central defensive mid, but once again his defensive stats don't really back that up. As you can see, his strength is only 42, so that's why he's being trained in centre-back right now. Plenty of time left for him to grow, but again, he's one of those guys that needs quick development. Now, Curtis Thomas has been with us for a bit. He's a central mid, central defensive mid. He's being trained on ball-winning midfielder right now, but his overall is only 37. It's gone up by 2 points in the time that we've had him. So this guy really has a lot of shaping up to do. It's most likely that he might end up being cut, especially if we start finding better players once we get into League One. He might not even see the light of day. This guy looks promising. Sašo Koren from Slovenia. This guy you would have seen at the beginning of the save. I'm training right now in centre forward to improve his offensive stats. Nice potential, 5'7". He's gone up by 5 already in the time he's been with us, so plenty of development. I'm not too worried about his strength being only 51 because he is only a smaller player anyway, and just some work on his technicals really. 5-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. Looks pretty good. This guy could make it. I really think this guy could make it. Let me know in the comments. Daniel Kadlec has gone up by 3 from 54 to 57. The Slovakian winger, and herein lies the problem, is that we don't employ or use wingers in this side. He is either going to be an attacking midfielder or he's going to be a forward, and the problem is he doesn't have good reactions, he doesn't have good attacking stats. He's got green physicals but isn't very strong. Poor finishing, so this is one of the guys I think that might end up being promoted to sell, just simply on the basis that he's so uneven. Gouda and Dree has gone up by 6 from 49 to 55. The Ivorian winger is most likely going to be converted to a, I guess what we'd call a false 9. He's very similar to David Amu actually, so he might end up replacing David Amu. This is the guy that was actually given the big green light by the chief executive when we first came in, so we're just working on his forward stats. This guy we found in our Lithuanian search, Vadimas Martinkas. He's 16 years old, he's a central attacking midfielder, also a centre forward, but he's 6'1" and left footed with 4-star skill moves. Now, what's interesting about this guy is that he doesn't have good strength. For somebody that's that tall, so we're working on his strength right now, and hopefully we can convert him to a striker. he might be a good shoe-in to replace Norris. It just depends how he develops over the next 6 months to 7 months. And the final guy that we're going to take a look at is Rhys Edwards. He's a guy that we picked up on the Welsh search. This guy is 5'11", and again, kind of looking at sort of replacing Danny Rose further along the line. He is 17 and he's only 45 rated. So if this guy does end up sort of coming up early, we might have to just end up basically shit canning him because he's going to be too low. And then obviously by that point we're going to be in League One. So we just kind of see how he gets on. No pressure really to sort of promote him. Let me know in the comments what you think, guys. Alright guys, that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed looking at those academy players. And of course our league position, we're having a fantastic season. Make sure you don't miss on any of the action. So enable those notifications when you subscribe. When we come back, we'll head into January, being drawn against AFC Bournemouth in round 3 of the FA Cup. So I will see you guys on Wednesday. It's our lad for Set Play Gaming.